Okay, so on the day when you go for presentation, I will read out the rules. Listen carefully. Okay, we're going to start now, okay? Don't sleep, huh? Okay, are you all ready? You only have 20 minutes to do the presentation. You only have 20 minutes. I'm speaking out the rules of the day of the presentation. Your group has only 20 minutes to present. However, when the bells ring at 20, you have another 5 minutes to present. And if you exceeded the second bell, which is at 25, then continue on. 1 mark is deducted every minute. Do you understand? Are you all clear? Okay. Then we can start.
First of all, I would like to wish a very good afternoon to everyone here. Today, me and my group is going to present about the findings of our research. The title for our presentation is The Risk Factor of Cardiovascular Disease consisting of hyperlipidemia, hypertension, and unhealthy diet among low-income people in Singapore. Okay, my group consists of Bibi, who is our team member, and Thierry, and Yan, and myself, Xiaowei. This is our content. Our content consists of the introduction, literature review, hypothesis, research design, sampling procedure, data collection, procedure, ethical consideration, result analysis, discussion, conclusion, references, and acknowledgement. I'll begin by giving a brief introduction about cardiovascular disease, and I'll also talk about part of the literature review, which is on hypertension, which I'll then pass over to Thierry to talk about the rest of the literature review and hypothesis and research design, and then I'll pass over to Nyanlin to talk about the sampling procedure, data collection procedure, ethical consideration, and then Vivi will talk about the result and analysis, discussion, conclusion, references, and acknowledgement. So now I'll talk about the introduction on cardiovascular disease. World Health Organization in the year of 2009 found out that actually cardiovascular disease is a very significant problem worldwide, and they also estimated that about 23.6 million people will die from CVD by the year of 2030. And then Singapore Health Foundation in the year of 2008 also found out that CVD is the second leading cause of death in Singapore, and is evidenced by the increasing rate from 16,000 to 17,000 from the year of 2006 to 2008. And Lee et al. And Chiu et al. Also found out that the risk factors of CVD include hypertension, hyperlipidemia, and unhealthy diet. So next. We as a group felt that, as a future nurses and healthcare workers, felt that it is important to control and have early prevention for the CVD risk. And we also think that it is important for healthcare providers to reinforce on the importance of patient education on healthy diet. The purpose is to determine the relationship between unhealthy diet with hypertension, high cholesterol, and CVD risk in low-income people in Singapore. Now I'll talk about the literature review. Lee et al. In the year of 2008 found out that there is a significant relationship between hypertension and cardiovascular disease, and CVD also accounts up to about 30% of death worldwide. And National Health Survey in the year of 1998 also found out that about 27.3% of people between the age of 30 to 69 suffered from hypertension. And Lee et al. In the year of 2008 also did a study to find out if there is any relationship between hypertension and CVD, and the result shows that participants with hypertension will have 11 times higher the risk of getting CVD than normotensive participants. Another study which was done by Chiu et al. In the year of 2004, also similar study also found out that subjects with hypertension also have 6.54 times higher of getting CVD than those with the non-intensive participant. So now I'll pass over to Iri to talk about the literature review on hyperlipidemia.
Okay, now I'm going to talk about the literature review of the hyperlipidemia. Hyperlipidemia is one of the modifiable risk factors of the cardiovascular disease, which has a high mortality in Singapore and all over the world. That's why the researchers are doing researches to find out the significance of the link between the hyperlipidemia and the cardiovascular disease. So one study showed that lipidemia level was found significantly higher in the patients with cardiovascular disease in over 2,400 patients in DASH, which is p-value less than 0.01. Then, similar risk was higher in subjects with high LDL-C, which is the low density lipoprotein cholesterol in over 800 native Hawaiians, which is p-value less than 0.01. And as well as high density lipoprotein cholesterol level was significantly lower in patients with cardiovascular disease, p-value which is less than 0.001. Okay. Next one is the unhealthy diet. Unhealthy diet is also one of the risk factors of the hypertension and high cholesterol that can lead to the cardiovascular disease, which is life-threatening. So the study says that a person's diet can affect the lipids and systolic blood pressures, as well as the diet have been extensively investigated as the risk factors for major cardiovascular disease. And found out that areas with more numbers of fast food services has higher mortality and admissions for cardiovascular disease rather than more areas with less fast food outlets. Another study mentions that fast food contains trans fats, which is known to increase the cardiovascular risk, which is p-value less than 0.01. And frequent consumption of fast food may have an unfavorable effect on the cardiovascular disease, as well as the MDM, which is the flow-mediated endothelium-dependent dilation, decreased after 3 fast food meals in 24 healthy volunteers, p-value less than 0.001. So based on our research, we come up with 2 hypotheses. First one is the consuming of unhealthy diet may cause hypertension and high cholesterol. The second one is the hypertension and high cholesterol and unhealthy diet are the risk factors of the cardiovascular disease. Okay, research design. Our research design is the quantitative, which is the researcher use the tools such as the questionnaires and equipment to collect the numerical data. Data in the form of numbers. Then next one is the non-experimental research design, which is the survey study. Cross-sectional studies is conduct a specific formulation at a particular time. So definitions of the variables for the hypothesis one based on the independent and the dependent. The independent is the unhealthy diet, dependent is hypertension and high cholesterol. The variables for hypothesis 2 is independent, which is the cardiovascular risk, and dependent is hypertension, high cholesterol, and unhealthy diet. Now I pass to Yang.
Okay. For the summary procedure, in our research, 292 participants participated, and out of 292 participants, 284 of them were included in the inclusion criteria, which are Singaporean or peer and above 18 years old. And out of 292 participants, 8 of them were excluded due to the exclusion criteria, which is refusal for participant and unfit for the health screening. For the data collection procedure, for the validity and reliability of data collection tools, for the physiological measurement, we did BP machine, height measurement in tape in meter, and weight machine, weight circumference measurement tape in centimeter. For the BP machine, we compared with manual BP and compare with the readings for BP machine to get the actual reading. And for height measurement tape, we use in meter because it's a standard measure. And for the weight measurement,